I'm Adam Guise and I'm the Greens candidate for the state election. Thanks for everyone coming along tonight. It's a packed house and it's great to see how many people really care about our community and the small business that's the backbone of it. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. People know that 80–90% of our business is small business, and that includes most of our farmers out there who are feeding us every day. So before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we do stand on Widjabul Waible country of the Bundjalung Nation and pay my respects to elders past and present. And I'd also like to pay my respects to those farmers out there every day who are putting food on our plate under very arduous conditions. I don't come back from a background in small business. My dad worked as a farmer and a farrier and a mechanic, and so that's a bit of small business. And my mum's been a sole parent and more in recent times a naturopath. So they are examples of small business. But I myself am not a small business person. I moved to this area in 1999 to study at university here because I wanted to choose a regional community, a regional town to get my education and live in what is one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's a really vibrant community with lots of culture, lots of really creative people doing wonderful things, and I think that's what we've got to use to drive our economy forward. I've been around this electorate from its width to its breadth, meeting and talking to lots of small business people and lots of farmers, and we've got a wonderful community doing great things. You only have to look at our farmers markets or any of our markets to see the example of what people are doing in this community. The paddock to plate movement around here is really phenomenal and extraordinary, and I see great benefit for taking that forward. The other issue we've got to talk about is obviously tourism. We're a centrepiece of tourism in northern New South Wales. We're very close to Brisbane and the Gold Coast with a big population. What we lack for that tourism is a regional transport network, roads, bridges and public transport to actually bring those tourists here to benefit from it. And for me, obviously I've come from the coal seam gas background. That's how I've got involved in being a candidate. I see coal seam gas as a real threat to business in this community. It's a threat to our sustainable agriculture, our clean green image, our export markets to the world, the way people value clean food. It's a threat to our tourism industry because people don't want to visit an industrialised gas field. They don't come to this region. People didn't come to this region to live in an industrialised landscape. And it's a threat to where I see the vision we need to go, and many others do too, which is a renewable energy future that has great potential in our region to sustain business and bring life to our communities. So it's tourism, sustainable agriculture, and renewable energy. I see the backbone of going forward with a vision for this electorate where we want to be in 5, 10, 20 years' time. At the backbone of any regional economy is education and training, and I feel we're failing on those fronts. We've got a fantastic university here, which is under threat from federal government funding cuts and changes to education degrees, making $100,000 degrees. If we want any way to get rid of students out of our community who bring a great deal of accommodation, resources, money into the community, it's making university unaffordable, and the federal government's doing a very good job of that. TAFE is fundamentally under threat from this state government. We're looking to privatise TAFE, which will make TAFE unaffordable to most people. It's the backbone of regional education. If we're to be training up people in small business, whether it's hospitality, whether it's mechanics, panel beating, business certificates, first aid courses, sustainable ag courses, which we've got brilliant examples of at Wollongbar, we need a strong, well-funded TAFE. It's a no-brainer. So those are the things that we need to bring together and have a vision and a plan to really progress us into the future. Kyogle, I've visited Kyogle lots of times. It's got a really good tourism drive. It's the centrepiece for national parks. It's only a couple of hours from Brisbane. Kyogle can be a real draw card for our region. What we need is a vision and a plan for the future. I don't see coal seam gas as that vision. I think we need to actually create a plan for the future that depends on agriculture, sustainable tourism and renewable energy, and we need a system that supports that. Thanks for coming out tonight.